Hey, all you metalheads out there, J-Rock's here with another super fan Helloween review. Nearly said DVD then. With a review. Singer number 2, we covered the last review was the first lead singer, Mr. Kai Hansen. And this one is all about Michael Kiske. Now, some of you might be finding my accent a little funny, but when I pronounce certain names, certain words, I apologise if you're hearing a mispronunciation. It's purely because of my accent. But yes, Michael Kiske is who we are talking about today. And he was one of the guys that was kind of like in the whole split up of the Helloween thing in the 1990s. Paved the way for Andy Darris to come in, but he was one member I never thought would actually leave Helloween. He was his voice was so recognisable, and I was devastated when he left. But when Andy Darris joined, it was like, wow, who's this guy? Oh, it's look at his previous bands, and it was like, well, he's okay, but can he sing Helloween? Obviously he could. But this review is going to be another live review from the Pumpkins United tour that visited Santiago in Chile. So that's where I found this one. I picked out a song. The reason I picked out this next song is because, and there's so many Michael Kiske songs I could have chosen, but I chose this because, one, this was, as we know, his first full Helloween album was Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1. And I just felt that by Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 2, he had really, really captivated the whole thing, of what Keeper of the Seven Keys, Helloween was all about. The first album was great. Don't get me wrong. I love Keeper 1. But Keeper 2, I felt with Keeper 1, he was trying to find his ground, really. I know he'd done some versions of the Wars of Jericho songs before that. But by Keeper 2, there was a song, when I first bought that album, and I listened to it throughout in mid-late 80s, I heard this song and I was wow, because he used to do, as you know, all of the harmonies, all of the, everything vocally. You could tell that was his voice. It's such a recognizable voice. And obviously since then he's done solo projects. He's had Unisonic with Kai. Absolutely brilliant work. But this song was the one song that for me, and I saw him do it live, I was like, oh my God, he could do it live? What the hell? So here we go. Going to Santiago in Chile. This is, where's the controller? There we go. This is Helloween Live, Pumpkins United in 2018 San Diego. And this is March of Time. Here we go. Okay. As always, gotta turn it up. Fist in the air. Danny's using a different kit on this concert, but and this song was so monumental for that album. It kicked in fast. Oh, they give the Kai's intro solo to Sasha. What a great job. There he is. Now I know that Michael had sung this previously when he guested for Kai's band with Gamma Ray and other things. Unisonic played it live. but this is different. This is special. And it's a really nice touch with the Pumpkins United tour that they've had the graphics on the back of, you know, there's the Kiske 2 album cover. Oh, a circulating clock, March of Time. Some of the Chile fans there. Horns in the air, guys. Now there's a very high note coming up here. Will he get it? Nailed it! Nailed it! Literally! Oh, wow. And Sasha backing him up there on backing vocals, fantastic. Oh. It's just flawless, absolutely flawless. And after all these years, he's singing it as good, if not better, than the original Kiske 2 tour, which I saw him on. And back then, you know, for a singer to perform of that quality was just, well, it was rarer than unicorn shit, let's put it that way. There's Michael Wiki with the harmony solo there with Kai. I like the way that they complement each other by, let you take centre stage and I'll stand back and I'll back you up, you know. Very respectful. See now that? I like the way you put the lyrics up on the... And in fact, this song is all about, you know, not wasting any time. And I don't think any of these guys, I think these guys, and in many interviews I've heard Michael Kiske say, you know, we talked, and we put all the bad shit in the past, and we've got on with, you know, being friends again, and oh, just... absolutely superb quality. Just, it doesn't get superb, absolutely superb. Go away. Right, let's have a chat about it. So Michael Kiske, lead vocal, second lead vocalist for Helloween. As I say, picked out March of Time because it's just one of my personal favourites. Side 2 of the Kiske 2 LP. And I don't think Michael's lost anything. I think he's just completely... the quality is just so magnificent with his voice. And it's such a recognisable voice. That's the thing. It's such a recognisable voice. And you know, it's like, oh my God, you know, how did he hit that high note? You know, and this sounds very like sort of dissing him a little bit, but how's he doing it at his age? Just brilliant, just fantastic. So we've had Kai, who did an amazing job. We got Michael, who's done an amazing job. Next, we're going to be reviewing Andy Darris, and I will be picking out my favourite Andy Darris track. And when I say I'm picking out my favourite tracks from these singers, there are so many. There are so many, but these tracks are songs that when they sung these songs for me first time round, when I got that all-important CD or LP through the post or from the shop, I'm talking about the moment where I go back and think about it and what I felt when I first heard that song. And March of Time literally brought a tear to my eye because it was such an amazing song, vocally, lyrically, guitar harmonies, melody, everything about that song is just fantastic. It's just the best for me. And, you know, some people don't like it. Some people are a little bit, you know, I've got a friend who's also into Helloween very as much as I am. And it's not, you know, March of Time is not one of his favourites. You know, it's not even in his top 10 sort of thing of keeper songs. So, you know, yeah. But anyway, Michael Kiske, we love you. We absolutely love you. I adore you. And I cannot wait to see you in London next year. Now, just quickly, I just wanted to mention that there are some other members of Helloween that I haven't mentioned. And, well, the other drummer, who is actually one of my favourite drummers, not just with Helloween, but with other bands, he was also in a Thin Lizzy tribute, is Uli Kush. And Uli, he's just an amazing drummer. I think I kind of connected with him more because I thought his style of playing drums was so close to Ingo. A little bit more so than Danny's style of playing. But I think, you know, Uli was such a close call to Ingo. You could tell why they took him on for the band. But also, I mean, without sort of donning on any kind of a crown, the way I drum, funnily enough, is very similar to Uli. I'm not possibly as fast as him, but my style of drumming, and I think that comes from watching him for so many years. Also, he's got a very Nickelback brain from Iron Maiden. He's got a little bit of that style going on in there as well. So, yeah. So, and then, of course, the other guitar player that I've forgotten, and I'm really sorry, is Roland Grappo. I mean, Roland was so orchestral in writing a lot of the early Andy Darris stuff. Master of the Rings, etc. You know, and just fantastic stuff he wrote for Helloween. It's such a shame that he left the way he did, but you know, Sasha replaced him and still to this day does a great job. So those two are the members, and I know there's been some members that have flitted by, you know, over the years, featured on a couple of songs with albums. But the reason I mentioned Uli and Roland is because they were so orchestral and they were actually members, actual full-time members of Helloween. So I doff my cap to those two guys because what they brought to Helloween was absolutely above and beyond. So there we go, another review, another Helloween review, getting even closer to that elusive release date for the new Helloween album, Helloween. So keep it real, guys. I'll be coming with you for one last review before the album comes out. I know some of you all out there somehow have already got hold of copies. I'm not in a position to be able to do that myself. And I hope it's as good as a couple of people have already reviewed how good the album is. I cannot wait to hear it myself, as a lot of you guys can. And can I also say, there are a few people that have been subscribing to me. And although it's bound to happen, I've had a couple of very, very nasty and very upsetting comments from a couple of people who, you know, we don't bother about any of that stuff. They come in, they go, we rebound them. But can I say, I've had, on a positive note, I've had such a great time replying to some of you guys that all over the world that have taken time out to talk to me on YouTube and to give me your positive vibes, your positive energy, and your thumbs ups for my reviews, and your kind words about my reviews. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And who knows, if any of you are at the London show next year, Helloween, look out for this guy. I'm the one that looks like meatloaf. Anyway, I'll catch you out there. Keep it real, keep those horns flying, metal lovers, and I'll see you soon for another Helloween review. Andy Derris next.